they call you Wei, and you cannot, and you're telling them hello, and then they're asking you, can you speak Chinese? And you're saying, Wobohui. That's what you hear. They're gone. They're not calling you again. Oops. Okay guys, so I am back here again with another interesting video. In my last video, some of you were asking me some questions about how I found my job, and someone was like that I should come up with a very detailed video on how to find a job in China. But actually, when the person put it like that, it felt like it was something like really serious. But I just want to say upfront that finding a job in China is not rocket science. It's not like you need to possess some kind of superhuman power to be able to do that. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. By the way, if you don't know my name already, my name is Ada, and I like to create interesting videos. Just finding a job in China is not something that a lot of people know that they can do. Of course, we know that foreigners do work in China, but most times foreigners do not know that they can find other jobs that are not teaching jobs, because everyone just like me prior to the time that I found my own job thought that you need to be in the teaching industry before you can be able to find a job in China. But actually that is not true. I know people that have found a job before. I am also one of those people that have found a job. I know more people that are still finding jobs. Okay, so it's something that you can do if you want to. First of all, this is a knowledge that I think that every international student that comes to this country to study should have. Okay, because before now, I don't think that people talk about this much. But I do think that if you are an international student already in China, or you are an international student planning to come to China, you should know that it is possible for you to be able to find jobs in other sectors that are not teaching here in China. If you'd like to find a job in China after your graduation, there are some things that you need to do prior to your graduation that is going to help you to set you up for finding this job after you've graduated. Not to say that when you do all these things that this is like a guarantee that you're going to get the job, but these things are going to help. One of those things are you need to learn Chinese. Honestly, I'm not saying that if you cannot speak Chinese that you're not going to be able to get a job, but the thing is that it's easier for you to be able to find a job, and also even, collaborate with the people that you're going to work with if you can speak some Chinese. This is very, very important. Maybe you're not studying a Chinese major, maybe you're not studying a course that requires you to learn Chinese, but if you have the time during your studies, you can take up some Chinese classes. Even if you don't become like the expert in Chinese, but you can understand a few things in Chinese. This is something that can attract your future employer to you. The fact that you can understand Chinese and the fact that maybe you can do some things in Chinese is something that could make your future employer to want to have an interview with you, would make them want to hire you. Number two thing that you need to do in order to be able to find a job in China is, for most of us international students, okay, it is not a requirement that we take up internship opportunities. But I'm going to tell you guys that it is very, very possible for you to take up internship opportunities, and legally. Like, it's not like you're hiding to do this thing. Like, legally, you get this thing stamped on your passport. So try as much as possible to find internship opportunities in China while you're still studying. Maybe it is within your city, maybe it is in a close by city, as much as you can. Maybe it's even within your school, okay? Try as much as possible to find a place for you to do your internship. That is something that is going to, first of all, help you understand the work culture, okay? I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like it's the first place that tells you if you actually want to stay back and work in China, okay? And also having that internship in your CV is also a kind of motivation to your future employers. When they see that you already have an internship with another company here in China, it's something that would make them want to, talk with you, interview you, and also you could be lucky and then you get hired, or you get hired by the company that you intern with. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah. So as much as you can, try to find internship. Now, finding internship opportunities, a lot of people will be like, but in China, you're not allowed to work while you study. Now, like I said in the beginning of this second part, I said that it is very, very possible for you to do legal internship in China. The only thing that you need to be aware of is that when you find this internship with a company that you want to work with, that company should be able to write you a letter that you're going to be able to take to the immigration and have the immigration stamp that you are taking up internship in so and so place, and that internship is going to last from so and so time to so and so time. And with that stamp, with that remark in your visa, it is completely legal. Like, the police are not going to catch you tomorrow in that company and then prosecute you for anything. It's already recorded that you're doing your internship. The only thing is that during such internships, you are not allowed to receive any salary, in quotes, salary. You don't receive salary, but the company can compensate you maybe for transportation. They can give you money for lunch and things like that, but they are not allowed to pay you what is called salary, because it's assumed that when you receive salary, you need to pay tax on such. So this is my student visa while I was still a student. And if you look here, this was my internship remark. It is written in Chinese. It says, 实习地点 Shanghai, because like I said, I had my internship in Shanghai, and then they wrote the time of my internship from 1st January 2020 to August 2020. So you can absolutely find internship opportunities that are very much legal. You just have to know what to do to make it legal so you don't run into problems. You don't want to get into any police wahala if you know that you want to stay back in this country at the end of the day to work, because if you do get into any police wahala in between, that could be a problem that you're going to have when you want to transfer your visa from your student visa to a work visa. So try as much as possible to stay within the legal ways. Okay, next thing that you need to do is you need to download the job search apps. Okay, so in China you have a lot of these apps. Like, the list is not exhaustive. Okay, it's a lot of apps in China that you can use to find jobs, but I'm going to tell you guys in this video the few ones that I know and which are the few ones that I use myself. Okay, so they are basically 51 jobs, and there is also another app that is called The Boss. There is also, I think the other ones, I'm going to just list them on the side of this screen so you guys can just, I don't want to waste time thinking about them and trying to call them out for you guys. But 51 Jobs and Boss are the ones that I know a lot of people use. I also use them myself. I found my job actually on 51 Jobs. So I think 51 Jobs is probably the most popular, and followed by Boss, and or the other ones are probably smaller ones. But 51 Jobs and Boss are really, really big. So you go on this app and you need to create a CV. Okay. Now, when you create your CV on this app, you need to create them in both Chinese and in English. As much as you can, try to create your CV in Chinese, because at the end of the day, it's a Chinese person that will be reading your CV, and some of them, they don't have time to look at your English CV, because you should not come and stress them with your English. As much as you can, provide your CV or set up your CV in Chinese, so it's easy for the HRs to be able to read your CV, because sometimes the HR is usually different from the person that is recruiting. The HRs, they don't know how to speak one single Chinese. Okay, so to make the job easy for them and also easy for you to get to them, prepare your CV in Chinese. Also prepare it in English, but at the end of the day, the Chinese is what is going to help you. Then when you look at your CV and they match it to whatever position they're looking for in their company, they're going to call you up. You will notice that once you set up your CV on these apps, you're going to get so many messages. You're going to get so many calls from all kinds of people, okay? Then you start, choosing where your Chinese that I told you to learn will also come into play, okay? Because when these people call you, they cannot speak English. So if you can speak Chinese, that is a good thing. You can talk with them, at least to the extent that you can. And then they might invite you for an interview, maybe over the phone, maybe offline, whatever, okay? Once they call you, way, and you're telling them hello, and then they're asking you, can you speak Chinese? And you're saying, 我不会. That's what you hear. Bing! They're gone. They're not calling you again. Okay, so this is why, like I said in the beginning of this video, like it is very, very important that you learn Chinese as much as you can. As much as you can, even if it's just conversational Chinese, something that just gets you a foot in the door, something that just allows you to take the conversation to a particular place, and then let it now say that you got to this place, it's now becoming difficult, and then you people will know how to manage yourself there. But like when you cannot speak at all, it's usually a very serious problem, especially for those HRs that are going to call you on the phone. Very few of them can speak any Chinese, and very few of them will have the patience to try to go back and forth and do translation with you. So if you want to make this journey easy for yourself, you start early, okay? Learn some Chinese. So like I said, set up your CV on this platforms, and you will start applying to jobs, okay? Start applying to the kind of jobs that you want, and you will have so many calls and interviews, and at the end of the day, you'll be the one that will select the one that you like, okay? But like I would tell anybody that is selecting anything that you like, you have to be very, very careful, okay? You have to be very, very careful. If you want to know why I am talking about being very, very, very careful while you're selecting these jobs, meet me in the next video that I'm going to upload as the second part for this particular video, okay? I'm going to talk about what you need to watch out for when you select any job. I'm going to talk about what you need to do if you eventually get hired. I'm going to tell you how to deal with your Chinese boss, how you should present yourself in the company, wherever it is that you're working, the kind of mindset that you should have when you're there, okay? That is all the things I'm going to talk about in that next video. Anyway, guys, I hope this video helped you guys with respect to how you can find a job in China. Like I said, it is not rocket science. It's very, very easy. Anybody, and I mean absolutely anyone, can do this. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and also invite your friends to come watch this video. I feel like this video is a knowledge that every international student in China needs to have. If you have friends, don't be stingy with this information. Send it to your friends, because as much as you want to stay back and get a job in this China, I'm sure your friends want to do the same. So don't be stingy with this information. Share it to your friends and get them to share it with their other friends. Like this video, you know, give me your comments. If there is something else in this video that you want me to explain more, write in the comment section, and I promise you I'm either going to come up with a new video for that comment or respond to you in the comment section. Until next time, stay happy, stay blessed.